Alright. This is a quick tutorial for Final Fantasy 1 on NES for Big 20 number 14. The goal, beat the pirates. My general strategy here is listed in the upper right. It's a little bit risky, but it will be fast. First things first, the respawn rate. On the title screen, the default respawn rate is 1. What this controls is the amount of time that a message will appear on the screen during a battle. And the default rate, it causes it to stay and linger for several seconds. If you press left, it changes the respawn rate to 8, which is the maximum speed that it can go. And that makes it just flash for a second and then it disappears. So if you do only one thing, do that. Continue or new game from a brand new ROM is going to bring you in. If you have a save, you have to choose new game. The party that I'm recommending is going to be Black Mage, because they nuke. Thief, because they run. A second and a third Black Mage, because you don't even have to level in order to beat Garland with 3 Black Mages. You could just run up and get them. Garland's the first boss. So I believe that the setup of your party can take place as you're waiting for the game to begin, and the actual time for the game should start when you begin the game by pressing A from this point. You've selected your party members, you've named them, and here we go. So the strategy is to head into Caneria Town, head immediately to the Black Mage shop on the upper left. We're going to buy fire for our 3 nukers. Now we're going to head to the weapon shop. Ugh, we got NPC blocked. Time lost there. We're going to buy small daggers for everyone. Just because you bought the dagger doesn't mean they're equipped. We have to take a moment after exiting this shop to quickly equip all of the weapons. We're going to head into the inn. I'm going to mash and save. We can reset. The moment you hear the jingle, the game is saved and you can reset out to save time. We're going to run into a pack of imps here. We got a chance to strike first. That's lucky. We're going to run. We're going to run into a second pack of imps. And we are going to run again. Now the reason you pick the thief is because the way that Final Fantasy is coded, if the thief is in the second slot, for whatever reason he has a 100% chance of running. He will always run if he's in the second slot in your party. So bring a thief, he can run from these 100% of the time. Now before we engage Garland, press select. We're going to put the thief in the top slot. That's just a precaution. We want 5 charges of fire. We're going to attack. We're going to magic fire, magic fire, magic fire. The way that targeting works for enemies against your party, there's a 50% chance that Garland will attack your top member. There's a 25% chance he will attack your second member. There's a 12.5% chance he will attack your third or fourth member. So, once again, we're attacking. Fire, fire, fire. And we're going to make it through with all of our party members because fire will do between 20 and 40 damage. And Garland, I think, only has about 100 hit points. So with 6 charges of fire, about 5 is what we need to get through them. Go talk to the princess. She's a teleporter. She'll bring you back to the castle. Go talk to the king. He builds a bridge between this continent and the next, which is where the next town is, where the pirate battle is. We have to make our way out of the castle, and right now we have 0 magic charges. To recharge those, we have to go to the inn, but before we hit the inn, we actually got a little bit of gold from Garland. We want to buy 3 tents. 1, 2, 3. This will let us encounter manip a little bit. We can exit out the side of the town and re-enter the town, so we're closer to the inn. Go into the inn. Save, reset the moment you hear the jingle, and now head towards the bridge. The bridge, as I've detailed in my steps, this is where the credits for the game are, and if you mash through them, they're a little bit faster. Just mash A, they disappear. The next encounter is going to be 6 wolves, which is a little bit scary. If they get a little bit of turn order on you, it's no good. I'm sorry, this is imps. The one that I'm concerned about is the next one, which is going to be 6 wolves. What I will do in my normal playthrough is I'm actually going to reset immediately, but here I'm going to kind of use a tet, and then I'll show you that they are wolves, right? We get a chance to strike first, so that's actually pretty lucky. We didn't need the tent, but I mean, that's the scary one. And I would reset out of that the moment I see the encounter happen. The next encounter is going to be creeps. This is just probably 1 or 2. This one I'm going to try to run from, but the next one I'm going to save. So as we start to see Provoca on the horizon here, I'm going to save again. And we know that the creeps are coming up soon. I'm going to reset out of that. That's sort of the strategy. And now I'm going to save right here with our final tent outside of Provoca. So in this case, we have full HP, we have full charges of magic, and we just need to defeat the pirates. The reason we're tenting right there is because this battle can go wrong depending on RNG. We talked to Bicky the pirate. It looks kind of menacing, but the thing is, the pirates actually have less HP than the imps in the game, and the imps are like the weakest enemies, so technically this boss fight is composed of the weakest enemies in the game. The only thing that you need to make sure you do is target these individually, and what I mean by that is you can't just say, okay, you fight, you fight, you fight, you fight. It's not going to work. Because when I kill that one, you'll notice that it's ineffective. My attack is ineffective. Final Fantasy 1 is kind of annoying in the sense that if you do not specify individual things to target, it doesn't know any better. It won't retarget automatically. So make sure that you target them all individually so that all of your party members will kill something. Does that make sense? So this battle's taking a little bit longer than typical because I wanted to demonstrate the importance of selecting them individually. But there you have it. It's done. We just beat the pirates. I don't know when the official time ends, if we have to get the ship or if it's just terminating the 9th pirate, but we did that in under 7 minutes. Boom. So that's it. The risky part of this run, this choice, is if you get bad turn order on Garland, he can maybe one-shot one of your black mages. I put Thief into the top slot for that Garland battle just to, make sure that chances are statistically the Thief will get hit, and if he dies, he's the least important. He doesn't have any magic charges. So there you have it. I will take just a moment here to demonstrate also what I'm trying to stress the importance of this respawn rate. Here's respawn rate 1. Oops. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new game. It doesn't matter what my party is. And I'm going to go to the first encounter here, which is imps. And I'm just going to make everyone target something, and then I'm going to start the timer. Boom. And I'm going to note the amount of time that this message lingers. 2 damage, it lingers. 9 damage, terminated, it lingers. 7 damage, it lingers. 6 damage, it lingers. I think you get the point. This is the first round of battle, and the battle is going to be the big slowdown in the game. So now I'm interacting for the second round, finally, and that took 27 seconds. So I'm going to close this, reopen. We're going to start a new game, and now changing the respawn rate from the default to the 8. Like I said, if you do only one thing, do this. We're going to reset our timer, make a new game, go to our first encounter, and after I interact here for the first time, boom, start my timer. See how it just flickers? Missed. 5 damage, disappears. It takes no time, missed. 4 damage. So here we're fighting more enemies. We're fighting 5 enemies instead of 3. And the amount of time that it took was significantly less. So, as a review, change your speed. Change your speed. Change your speed. Change the battle message. Don't let it linger. It'll slow you down. It'll affect your time. No matter what happens in a game, that is the #1 rule. Alright, so, hope that this was helpful. Gonna end the video here. If you have any questions, hit me up on the chat. I run Final Fantasy 1 randomizer races. I'm actually part of that development contributors making new features for the randomizer. So I know this game very well. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Have a great day.